Edit that out.
Welcome to Detroit. Man, I love this city. But I represent that east side, the 48205, the red zone, one of the most notorious zip codes in the United States of America. I'm Champ Town, and this is the Itiszzz, where celebrities and legends of the hood eat good, drink good, and talk shit.
Yo. What's really good in your hood while you sitting on your couch in your house? You know what time it is? It is time for the Itiszzz, y'all. And you know who's to the left. Everything she owns in this house. To the left. The one and only. Checking 1, 2. Really?
Okay, so you just wanted to keep it on me a little more.
That's right. To the left, you know who she is. And it's a very special holiday at midnight because it's Keisha's birthday at midnight.
Cheers to you.
Yeah. Keisha's in the building. To the right, you know I told you every week that it's all about the Benjamins, baby. He goes by the name of Ben Hot Mix. Wait. What up, though? What up, though? World Wide Web.
Right, he forgot that part.
And you know who else is in this building that writes the R&B songs faster than most? You know who she is, none other than the one and only Kayla Unique is in this building, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
I missed that shit last week.
It's been a crazy week. The craziest thing that I really enjoyed that started off the week was my boy Prince popped back up in the news everywhere, worldwide, where they actually showed a clip of him when he was 11 years old. And I thought it was a cool clip, you know? So I really liked the clip. I thought it was something cool.
The audio, and then we heard his voice.
Are most of the kids in the playroom the picketing?
Yep.
How come?
I think they should get a better education too, and I think they should get some more money because they be working extra hours for us and all that stuff.
Our excitement was palpable, but
Classic footage of the one and only Prince. Talk to me, Keisha. What you think of that classic footage?
He was so stinking adorable. You go, miniature Prince.
11 years old.
I could tell he was going to be a star.
Young skipper.
Young skipper.
Next, talk to me about the 11-year-old
I
Prince.
learned Spanish now.
Hey, it was very reminiscent of back in the day, man. I think we all remember those good times, you know. Innocent, you can see it, but you can tell he was
ready, though.
He was ready.
Still, he didn't even know, but he was ready. He was so stinking cute.
I think you sent me a montage of photos where there's like that classic smirk that he had. Yeah,
he got it. Yes,
and he always kept it.
Yes.
The classic smirkaroo from the logo.
Yeah.
I call him the logo. Prince. Classic footage right there. Oh man, the Purple Rain one. I didn't tell you jump in that water one. Oh man.
Beverly say, she said, "Oh, play it again." She love her some cream.
Oh, she want to see the 11-year-old Prince.
Let me tell y'all about my mama.
Okay,
I'm about to spill the damn beans today.
All right.
This is what Keisha grew up on when it came to Prince. My mama would say, if she was married, I just want everybody to know, you know, my daddy, you know, she was married. But she would say, "Oh, he's so fine. Oh, Prince, he's so fine." She said nobody like him. "Oh, he's so fine." She'd be like, "If I ever meet him, I break him in That's when my mom was there. Like what, 12, 13 years old, maybe 10. I don't even remember. But God, dog, my mom would love her some Prince. So
I'm sure she probably,
and some nice steak.
No.
Well, she want to see the footage again,
Audio.
so we gonna roll the footage for her.
Okay.
Get a better education too, cause
Jesus Christ.
and I
It's
think
over.
they should get some more money because they be working extra hours for us and all that stuff.
Our excitement was palpable, but
The 11-year-old Prince. That clip right there is just classic, man. Classic clip. It is the mixer calls him Young Skipper. And for those that really know him in the Twin Cities, that's what his nickname was, Skipper. That was his nickname. Young Skipper was in the building.
Okay.
In the hip hop community, Kid Creole got sentenced for manslaughter. They broke him off about what? How many years did he get, Nick? Was it like 11 or 12?
I don't know.
Stabbing somebody to death? Second-degree
It
manslaughter?
was not good.
Damn,
That's
man.
still on here.
From the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame group, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Kid Creole, man. Man, a lot of people was hoping he could get out of there. A lot of money was raised for his lawyer team through the hip hop community. Shout out to Mickey Benson. I know he was getting the money up to try to help his boy. And, this is, it's always devastating when anybody in hip hop, get killed or kill someone. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the family of Kid Creole. It's devastating.
Be careful, our actions, man. You just can't have knee-jerk reactions and always choose violence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like this is about to lead into something.
It can be hard sometimes when people keep trying you.
I think we're
It
gonna
can be extremely hard, though.
I think we're going to avoid that.
Matthew Tyler said happy birthday. Oh, Matthew. I'm sorry I got to do it like Brian. Please don't hate me for it. Matthew.
Matthew was in the building as usual.
What up, though?
The great Jack White actually put it down opening day at Tiger Stadium.
Come on, Jack.
Young Jack White did the national anthem on his guitar. Thought it was a pretty dope little thing he had going on there. Little thing.
Yeah, that's hold on. Let me say something. That's that hater ass shit. And you don't even mean to be. You just got it in you. Look.
Hater one to hater.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
And Southwest Detroit native Jack White.
Okay. Sound Looney Tune-ish.
Boy, I tell you, Detroit,
I can't
Michigan
stand you.
has made Detroit Tiger opening day a national holiday. Talk to me, Hot Bitch, about Tiger opening day.
It was cold.
It was cold. It was cold, huh?
It was cold.
It literally snowed at like 3 a.m. I swear to God.
That day, I experienced every weather known to man.
You ain't lying.
There was funnel clouds. There was rain.
It was
There was
cumulus
sun.
clouds in there. Yes.
There was hail, a bit of snow.
Was it some purple rain in there?
It may have been.
But sometimes it snows in April.
Yeah.
It did.
It snowed.
But it's been doing it more and more
Yeah,
lately
but no,
since
this-
he's been gone.
That day was crazy.
But then he did the whole thing like that.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, it's a,
He did the
You
whole
gonna
thing.
cut that shit like we're allowed to have
Like
opinions, man.
I mean, this is classic steel guitar sound, rockabilly kind of vibe.
You say rockabilly?
Yeah.
That's new to me. What's rockabilly? So nobody like instrument. No, they do it with their instruments. People that like if Jimi Hendrix was still here, he would do it. It would. I'm not saying it would have sounded like that, but he would have did it with his instruments. You feel me?
Looks pretty cold, Hot Mix. Looks pretty damn cold out there.
What you mean?
Look at him. Look
I'm just gonna be honest to you. This sounds like Looney Tunes. This sounds like Animaniacs ish. And I'm not.
Watch you bring it home. You bring it home.
I swear. Listen.
There's no depth. Like, where is the?
What you looking for, Johnny?
They cold though. They cold out there, y'all. They cold. He rocked it out.
I'm applauding because that hasn't been done before. So applause to you, Jack.
What hasn't been done?
That Animaniacs.
I mean, like, I'm not stifling his creativity.
I'm not stifling it. I'm congratulating. I'm a congratulate. I'm never a hater. What I'm saying to you is I've never heard that before, and it had some characteristics of Animaniacs to me.
Okay.
And I like the
I wish he
Animaniacs.
was his son. He can sing.
So, yeah.
Well, your boy Chris Rock said, you know, he ain't gonna talk about the slap until he gets paid.
Listen.
What's going on here, Mitch? Is he going after the big check? What you think going on through the mind of Chris Rock? What are your favorite comedians?
I thought we were gonna miss this.
No, I was really hoping we were.
I was really hoping we were gonna
I feel as
bypass
passionate
this.
about this as I
The one's funniest man in the world,
do. Who you talking about?
Chris Rock.
Okay, go ahead.
For me,
No, I'm not being funny.
after
I'm saying
he graced the cover of Time magazine, that sucks.
what I'm saying is,
However,
when you make this statement,
I said the once.
the once,
That's what I said.
right? But who? Chris Rock or Will Smith? Or
He said Chris Rock. Let him finish. Go ahead.
We talked about this already, Kelly. Anyway.
The people want to know.
For me,
need some more water.
they need to happen. Yeah, that might help. It's a bad deal, you know. I think if he wants to do the interview, somebody should pay him for it. That's all I got to say about it. I don't think he's going to get a payday from Will Smith. I don't think he's going to sue him.
Yeah.
He may. I would have pressed charges myself.
Yeah.
You're not going to walk on the stage.
You press charges?
Assault him, walk off, have a seat, cuss me out.
You
and go get an award.
You press
and
charges?
dance afterwards.
I don't.
Ain't nowhere.
That was just a prime example of. I mean, everybody paints this picture of Will as this saint and all that. Will roll with some unsavory characters. Everybody, well, you know the song.
This man Charlie Mack is the
Thank
first
you.
off the
First off
limo.
And Charlie Mack is still rolling. Charlie Mack has done things for Will Smith. He jumped on people, beat people up for Will Smith. So let's not pretend Will is a saint.
But I'm gonna say this in Charlie Mack's defense: Charlie Mack didn't smack Chris Rock. I
It
got
don't
your
matter.
back, Charlie.
Your character says something. If I tell somebody, "Hey, jump on that guy for me," and I write his checks, what does that say?
Kind of like
That's
the baby at the bowling alley when they beat his baby mama brother down.
You guys can have that view of it, but I have another side of that. You don't have to. Okay, so you could be affiliated with someone, you could be getting a check from someone, but that person that's supplying your check or that's supplying your money to you doesn't necessarily have to say that to you for you to jump into their defense. It doesn't. I have first class.
Well, he's getting paid.
But listen, I got somebody that wasn't getting paid that was just affiliated that did some shit to prove something to the person that could potentially pay them.
Okay, so you're validating my statement.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to combat you or have verbal gymnastics with you. I'm saying there's another side to what you're saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, all I'm saying
Will
is
doesn't have to say do this
all
for
I'm saying
someone
is,
to want to do
not
that for
put
Will.
him on this pedestal like this is he was having a bad day. Let's not do that.
Well, I'm not, just like I'm not gonna let you fuck with Kanye West. I'm not finna sit here and
I
let you
don't-
fuck with Will Smith. I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
fuck
do
with
it.
Kanye West. I
Hey.
put Kanye West right here
Yes.
musically.
Yeah, but I
But
feel
when it
just
comes
as
to
passionate
his
about Will
actions,
Smith as I do about Kanye West.
I don't care.
And you don't have to, because that's your opinion and this is my opinion. However, we both are
And this is why
entitled
we-
to both.
we're supposed to
We're
go
both
with it.
entitled. And what I'm telling you is what Will Smith is, whatever high mix, it's okay. And I appreciate you and love you for the fact that I can sit and give you my side of it, because you're gonna take the fuck side of it. That's cool.
Well, we're gonna talk about what we got cooking, and we're gonna get ready to bring our guests on. What you got on this grill?
Oh,
The last one.
Oh,
this is chicken thighs. We're gonna have chicken Alfredo
okay.
per our guest. So, this is what he likes.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna make the Alfredo sauce from scratch. It is Chef Sea Salt's recipe.
Oh, okay. That sounds
So
dope.
I
Okay.
had to do this for time.
Okay.
So I put it on there and cut it up and stuff like that while we were on the air, like after 8 o'clock. So just
Well,
so
let's
you
get
know.
ready to get our guests on. We're gonna roll to this trap sauce commercial, and we'll be right back with our guests of the day. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not? Why not?
Don't bite your fingertips off eating that trap sauce.
With 12-second mouth-watering herbs and spices. Base with it, marinate with it, barbecue with it. TrapSauce.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new world out here. The internet has just been like the main tool for any type of marketing or any type of promotion. It's the only way almost that you have to get your name out there. And our next guest has been busting his ass, getting his name out there by any means necessary. But this guy got a lot of history around here in Detroit, Michigan, in this area, especially the downtown area. Look, I am very honored to have this guy on the show today. The one, the only. We talking from Snoop Dogg. They talk about this man on Saturday Night Live. This guy is out here doing the damn thing.
Real life
Ladies,
superhero.
real life superhero is what my wife called him. The one and only Dale Brown is in the building. What's up, G?
All right, how you doing?
How you doing, man?
Good. Great.
Welcome to the Itiszzz, homie.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So, Detroit. You've
Detroit.
been here a long time. Were you born here?
26 years. 27 years.
27 years.
26 years I run my company. 27 years ago I came in.
Okay. So, when I first saw you, it took me a minute to remember. I kept saying, where do I know this guy from? Where do I know this guy from?
River Rock.
The River Rock downtown.
Viper. That's where you from.
Oh, you know this guy, huh?
Yeah.
You know this guy, huh?
What you say?
Oh, yeah? Yeah. So, man, but we must say this, and I'm going to say this for your sake. A lot of you people think what this man do is a joke here, right? But I will say this. I love this guy because he does something so serious with humor. Because what he teaches and what he's showing is dead serious. We all need to know how to protect our asses out here, right? But I'm going to tell you something about this guy in the early days. Man, they was coming out the River Rock pretty bloody.
Well, you know, we most of them were asleep. Let's be clear. Most of them were put to sleep.
They were put to sleep.
Yeah, most people, we were known for choking people out. That's
Choking them out.
Choking them out.
So
you are right, though. There's quite a bit of bloodshed.
Yeah.
In general.
So the WWF was big back then. They were the fake ones. But Dale Brown, and what's the name of his crew back in the day?
Vipers is the bodyguard section. So still here.
Viper's still in this.
Vipers, correct. They called us Vipers. They thought it was as the company.
Okay.
It's never the company name. Vipers stands for Violence Intervention Protective Emergency Response System.
Okay.
It's the bodyguard training system I created.
Okay.
So, it's like you have to be a football player. You got to know these rules. You got to do these tactics for football. You can't use hockey tactics for football.
Right.
So if you're going to defend yourself and others, you have to have skill set. So you have to know how to, you have to know how to disarm guns, disarm knives. We're Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to know how to fight multiple people at the same time.
Oh,
there's no fair fighting. A fair fight here is like 4-on-1. So if you can't fight 4-on-1, you can't fair fight here.
Right.
That's a fair fight.
Yeah.
So there's no such thing as one-on-one.
Yeah.
And then when they lose the fight or they lose the jit contest, you're about to have a shooting. So
And the jit contest is always a shoot.
Or if your girl or this girl does not give you the right number, this could also be a shooting.
What?
Or if
I never had that problem, but
yeah, man, it's stuff we saw, man. Over the years, when I started in '95. Teaching self-defense in the parks.
Right.
94, 95. So 95 is when I actually started seeing that this girl had been chased off a bridge in Detroit, off the Belle Isle Bridge.
Okay.
In front of a crowd of people. They said they were cheering. And I was upset because I didn't believe it. Right. I was like, there's no way a bunch of people from Detroit, African-American people are cheering for the death of a girl they don't even know. That's not true. It must be a media hype. It must be the news media hating on Detroit again. Right. And I said, if I had a guy there or a female on that bridge, or if I could have trained her, she would not have to die in front of her daughter. This is one person could be alive in our city. One person that would not be on CNN for being murdered. This would be just one of many people we could save through training. You can't expect the government to supply somebody to somehow be there when you're in time of need, but you could be there for yourself and your family. Mm-hmm. My goal was to train the families to protect themselves. Right. So in 95, when that girl got chased off the bridge, that's when I said, you know what? This is not even about business. I'm not going to think about business. What I'm going to think about is how do I get this product in the hands of the families that need it, period. Mm-hmm. So money, I'll try to figure it out later. Maybe I'll make some money doing something else. But I'm just going to get the training to the people. And poor people need it, so I'll do it for free. I don't care. That's what I was at the time. I was working at the YMCA. Okay. I was a lifeguard, swim instructor. Oh wow! I was teaching my self-defense class in the classes, and people were paying, but they don't give me the money. They give it only to the YMCA. That's right. And so I started teaching the parks in Detroit. Okay. So now I'm getting students. They're training like 7 days a week outside. Okay. I got people that come in and just train with me. See that on Jefferson. I don't have the money. Later I got Jefferson location. That's when people start seeing us. But at first I was just teaching a park outside of Lafayette Towers. Literally out in the park.
Oh wow! Yeah. Right outside Lafayette Towers. Lafayette Towers, a classic spot. Lafayette Towers. Yes, that's classic.
Yes, people just come by and be like, "Man, that training doesn't work."
Yeah,
I'll try to stab you. I'm like, "Come here!" Right? Dudes off the street.
Yeah.
And so that's the first place we got a chance to test it was just in a positive way. Later it became negative. So we got a chance to people try to stab me, shoot me, my team members, and we had to protect these families, keep them alive. That means if you're going to survive, you're going to have skills, and they're going to try to kill you. They're not going to they're not trying to wrestle you. They're not trying to get you to tap out. They're trying to kill you. Flat out. And in Detroit, these will kill you for nothing. It's not even personal. It's not even, it's just because you're there and you represent an ID checkpoint because you're checking for ID. Yeah. That's death. You can be killed for that.
Flat out.
Flat out. Two of my guys got shot one night just because they were asking for ID, and at this particular bar, they decided they don't want this young man decided he's a hitman for a certain gang, and he decided he's not paying. Okay. He's not even going to show ID. Okay. And he's only 20 years old, and he wanted to get in anyway, so he decided to shoot two of my men.
Wow. Straight up. Where was that at? What are you doing?
In Detroit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
A location.
Okay, at a location. You won't say.
On Livernois.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a black orchid or something over.
No, not that nice.
Not that nice.
No, and then I had to remedy the situation to bring it to closure. Okay. This individual was not going to stop on his own. Okay. But he put bullets in my men. Okay. And then he from that point forward, he'll never put any more bullets in anyone else's men. That's for sure.
That's how they go down, huh?
Yeah. We try to create peace peacefully. Yeah. It's not possible. Yeah. You gotta have the skill set to bring it to closure. Okay. And then his brother came to me some years later, 6'8", armed security officer. He's an armed guard. He came up to me at a gas station. He was like, "Man, what happened to my brother was wrong. Does your commander still live in Canada?" My Hummer says commander on it. I have an H2 and there's H3 I drove here today. Okay. But I have an H2 that says commander on it. I brought it in 2005 and still running. Yeah. Until like last week.
Wow, what happened?
I don't know. It's in the shop right now.
It was over?
It's in the shop now. It's over. Yeah. It's got 350,000 miles.
Well, damn.
I got it with 3 miles on it.
3 miles?
You got the money out of it.
Yeah. And I went down to Hurricane Katrina with that same truck. The first weekend, the people didn't have water.
So what's about the Hummer? What is it about the Hummer? You like the new electric one?
Well, I love the new electric one. Yeah.
So why are you so Hummery?
So the truck has to be strong. Okay. Right? It has to be capable, and that was the strongest, most capable truck I could imagine having at the time.
Yeah, a lot of people love them.
And it's still, when I went down to Hurricane Katrina with that truck, the water came over the front. I was towing boats, and I'm telling you, that thing held up. So the body's in the water. The water was deep, and that truck still ran. And just went to the shop like last week, and I'm gonna get it fixed again and get it back out here. But it's a tough truck.
How many miles now?
360,000.
Woo!
Damn, that bitch
rolling.
rolling.
Still running.
So, man, let's talk about the chokeouts, man. Like, wrestling, we know Terry Funk had the sleeper hold. Who was that? Iron Sheik had the camera clutch. Who else had the sleeper hold? Roddy Piper did it kind of a lot.
Yeah.
But, so, what was the whole thing with the chokeout? What was the thing with that?
That's technique I learned. I learned it
drag
from.
Them out of there?
Yeah. So what it was is you want to leave it. You want to have the least amount of injuries, broken bones, bleeding. You don't want people's blood coming in contact with you. Bloodborne pathogens are real. You don't want to have evidence that you got into conflict with this person. Doesn't matter they started it. What matters is in court they can sue you for the injuries they suffered after they attacked you. That also can be used to prosecute you. So even though you were the victim, you try to talk to them. They hit you first. You hit them better. Now they're broken. Now you still got to go to jail or prison based on how injured they are. Yes, absolutely. Wow. A lot of good people are in prison right now for defending themselves and their families. Just because, number one, if you're in Detroit, you're automatically the heroes go to jail here on a good day. Or they go to prison if they killed the person that they should have killed.
Flat out.
I'm going to say it one more time. Heroes go to jail here if they're lucky. Heroes go to prison when there's too much evidence of their effectiveness at stopping the violent criminal who is trying to kill them, their family, the neighbors, or total stranger.
That's crazy.
There's nothing in the law that says heroes here get to go home. So whenever you hear about a story in Detroit about somebody going to prison, getting locked up for what they call senseless violence, remember, it's only senseless because you think these people have no value. Because if they have value, if I said there's a diamond, someone says protect the diamond from violence, right? Someone's trying to get it. You should protect the guy. I shot the guy trying to get the diamond. You'd say, oh, that makes sense. He's trying to get the diamond. But if I say he's trying to get a person from Detroit, a person with African heritage, and they're trying to get at him, and you kill the person trying to get at him, it doesn't make sense. Why would someone try to get at someone that has no value? And then why would you defend them when they have no value? You know what that is? That's senseless violence. We're going to charge you because you used a gun to defend yourself or others of no value against people of no value. Wow. So I want you to go to prison and think about next time not doing anything.
Not doing that shit.
Don't protect nobody. That's what you do. Shut up, be quiet.
Just let it happen.
Right. Is that your business? Then stay out of it. And that's what I was told when I first started helping people in Detroit.
Wow.
By everyone. So the people were conditioned to believe learned helplessness. We're supposed to allow people to get hurt.
Wow.
That's what we're supposed to do. Then the police came and said, you know what? Who is you? Who is I? Who is you? You're supposed to help me help the people. Let's work together and help the families. Some cops did, which is good. Unfortunately, we didn't have nowhere near enough officers that were willing to change the thought process from persecution and prosecution to protection. And that's what you need. You need good police officers working with good people, both together to protect the people of whatever community and not focus on prosecution.
Yeah.
Prosecution happens after laws have been broken. So law enforcement is not what you need for a safer society. You need less law enforcement and more protection. Protection creates conditions where nobody gets raped, robbed, and killed. Prosecution, right, which is law enforcement, requires you to get raped, robbed, and killed for someone to get prosecuted.
That's right.
You don't want law enforcement. You want protection.
Protection, yeah.
Proactive versus reactive.
Correct.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
So this is my question, because I will not lie. When I was a young teenager, I was a hothead.
You're not gonna lie.
And a lot of stuff, people like to poke the bear, you may say, right? It wasn't no poking no bear when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? When you get your kids, you have grandkids, you mature a little bit and you lay back in the cut a little bit more. So my question to you is, when is it the right time if you're being harassed constantly to just beat the shit out of somebody? Or is it best you just continue to be the papa bear and just chill out and let the guy eventually beat his own ass? What would you recommend?
It depends on what you like, freedom and money.
Okay.
If you like freedom and money, you got to figure out how to be more disciplined and how to focus on your freedom and having access to your money. So if you don't mind being in a cage, then you may use emotions to make determinations.
Yes.
Course of action.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you like to be
that part again.
Come on with it. Talk about it.
If you like freedom and you like a positive financial condition, then you will need to exercise discipline, personal discipline, emotional discipline, mental discipline. There's a video online of me getting spit on, called the N-word. A guy threw rocks, threatened me, broke into 2 houses, and I took him into custody without a single bruise on him.
Damn. Lucky him.
Yeah. Pull it up if you want to.
Yeah, lucky him.
Detroit, it was Detroit. It was at a golfing tournament last year.
Oh, wow.
Detroit.
Okay.
An individual was trespassing, calling me names, throwing rocks, spit on my face.
No, that would have been
spit on my face.
That would have been one.
I could legally tuck him down. I could literally beat him down. I could take him down because he's attacked me at that moment. So right then I could use force. Right?
No sleeper hold?
Could definitely sleeper hold if I wanted to, right?
Right.
Now, when we go to court, because we're going to be testifying against this, about this, his family's going to say he has mental problems. I'm sure he did.
Mm-hmm.
And as they come in from Oshkosh, Bagosh, Michigan, from 45 miles away from wherever they live, and they will come in with evidence that he has mental problems, and that a special needs individual was encountered security, and then we used force and violence against him, resulting in some severe injuries, which would have been
against you.
Yes, and I would have to pay for those injuries. Plus, I have to hire a lawyer, and of course, I have insurance, but my insurance paid for some of that.
Yeah.
Right? But I would also be severely inconvenienced. I'd go downtown, park my truck, pay, sit there in court, sit around court for days on end.
For days.
Yes, and then that's the criminal side, and I win that after going to court a few times.
Right.
Then civil side. Then civil side, I got to sit there and we have to talk interrogatories and talk about what I own and discuss what they want from me, what they want in exchange for the suffering of this individual. Or I can take him into custody without any injury, walk him over to the police, give him to the police, right? He's not injured, there's nothing. I got all his evidence, video evidence, and nothing. And then he goes to them and then he makes a deal with the homeowners and it's over. And I get to stay home and I get to keep all my money. And I'm spit proof, and it turns out everybody's spit proof. You don't really care about getting spit on. In fact, a lot of people pay people to get spit on.
True.
Right? The only problem is they just may not like this particular person spit on. Yeah. But a lot of men pay, women pay. Men and women both pay people to spit on them. They have expectations to get spit on.
So I know you didn't.
But they just want to choose the person doing spit.
Right.
So technically, you got to spit on wasn't the problem. I didn't choose him to spit on me. So I was going to upset.
I see something different.
I was disturbed by it.
Right?
I didn't really want him to spit on me.
Exchange DNA with a total stranger.
Yeah, there you go. Not that stranger.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Not that stranger.
So I know you've been in this a long time, and I know, like, even go to the River Rock days, same idiots keep coming back, starting shit over and over.
No, they didn't.
Nope,
They learned a lesson quick.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, they came back cool. They came back real cool.
They came
back cool as hell every time.
They have a
hey dog, remember me? Last week you choked me out like an animal. This dude came and told me, he said, man, last week, remember me? You choked me like an animal, man, like this. And I was like, my eyes almost pepped on my face. You know what I mean? I was like, I remember you. He goes, man, we cool. I came back in.
We cool.
We cool. I went last week I choked him out because he was going towards a female. And so I saw him like talking to the female up on the table. The female's on the table. So he's walking, like talking to her like this. I thought they were joking at first. I was like, maybe your boyfriend. Right. Just talking. I was saying, man, we got to get off the table. I thought they were joking because, she was laughing like, hey, security going to get him. But she was half joking. So I thought it was really like a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. And it wasn't serious. Like, I was like, hey, sir, come on, man. You guys got to get down. He was like, boom, grabbed me by my chest.
Oh yeah, that's never good.
I was like, hey, sir. He's holding me like this with his arm out. I was like, sir, excuse me. Now the whole crowd of River Rock was like, oh, he's a hoe. Security a hoe. I'm being calm, right? I'm touching his arm. I'm like, hey, sir. So he's like, what?
We've got to show.
He's holding me out like this.
Still,
yeah, he's holding me, like talking to me, was down like this, stiff arm me, right? I was like, sir, excuse me, sir. And all the crowd's like, oh, security's a hoe, security's a hoe. So he was like, bitch, you want to ask for the number, bitch, you won't give me your number, blah, blah, blah. Now I know he's serious. I'm like, yeah. For real. Yeah. She won't give him the number. He's like, you're not getting my number, and I don't like you.
Like, somebody
get out.
Please get him.
Get him, right?
He's losing his mind over a fucking number.
Because
It
she
happens
won't
a
give him
lot.
up. He will beat her. Listen, these dudes were beating girls. They will beat you. They will abduct you. They will kill you for not getting out the phone.
Hey, yeah, you gotta play it
Real cool.
Like,
That's what.
oh no, I got a man. All right, I'm gonna go this way.
I'm gonna
What
give you this
your
number.
man gotta do
Let me get your number. I'll call you never.
Yeah, like
You at least
give him
act
the
it.
number and then block him. Just
Yes,
do what
you
you gotta
have
do
to.
to stay
No,
alive.
that's
okay?
correct.
There you go.
Your life is actually in danger. Women will get beat.
Did you take his
They will get beat like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I was interviewing. I would interview guys at night. I'm like, hey, so you see you two got in a fight. I would take the girl over and say, so what happened? She's like, oh, he grabbed my throat, cut me up, we yanked the chains off my neck because we used to date a couple years ago, and these chains he bought me, so he's like, gonna take them back from me right now. So I went over to him and I said,
Wow.
what happened? He's like, well, I bought those for her 2 years ago. I go to Wayne State and I take law enforcement classes.
Oh, do you?
I'm in the law enforcement. I said, okay, I understand, but you do know you can't go and grab this female's necklace you gave her 2 years ago and attack her, and she's bleeding right now. I said, you understand that could have been my sister, and this conversation would be a lot shorter. But because it's somebody's sister, something bad's about to happen to you. I'm letting you know now. Bad things are about to happen to you. But I would like to know why you did that. He was like, well, I happen to study law, so I know you can't touch me. You can't do anything to me. I said, I'm for sure going to touch you. That's not even an option. Well, you even have the right to, he says, I know my rights. I said, well, you should know your rights and your lefts because you're going to need both of them to attack me. That might help you. And in fact, I would do that now if I were you. I'd just attack me right now. I'd just get started because what's going to happen to you is going to hurt. So, because women beaters get beaten here. We torture women beaters.
Yeah.
You should just,
I think that's my cousin.
you just go ahead and attack. You should just go ahead and get started now.
He said, no, you're right and left.
And I said, oh, hold on. Oh, look, there's a sergeant right here with seek legal intervention. So we're going to go over here right now and see if the sergeant can help you. Right? So the sergeant's at the bar, and he's like, oh. I said, hey, sergeant. I said, this young man has a situation. As you see, his hands are bloody. He's got these cold chains in his hands. Blood is on the chain.
Right.
The girl's crying. Her neck's all cut up. And I was like, that's the victim, sir. And there's, you see Sergeant, his hands got the blood on the chains. And so Sergeant right here, I was like, do you want to help? He's like, just tell him to go to first precinct. Now, mind you, he's a sergeant.
Right.
He's at the bar.
Yeah.
In uniform.
Yeah.
But I did go to legal. I had to seek legal intervention because he's here.
Right.
Now maybe this officer can help him, right? Escape from me, because what's about to happen to him, it's not going to be nice. I said, well, young man, unfortunately, the sergeant's not going to be able to assist you. You saw that, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go outside, and you could attack me with both your right and left hands if you like. And I'll let you go first. Right? He was like, man, I know my rights. You can't touch me. I will comply with all your directives. I said, I have no directives except you're going to be paid. I said, we don't allow woman beaters here. So when you beat women here, right, you're going to be tortured.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so what happened was, we go outside. He's like, you're not going to touch me. I put him in an arm bar, put him down on the ground. And I squeezed on the arm bar, which is a lock on his arm. And I locked him out, and I made him scream. Repeat after me. I will not hit girls.
That's how you doing?
Yeah. He's screaming on the ground.
Take him back to the elementary
Right
school.
on the ground. Now I didn't hit him. The reason I didn't hit him is because I can't hit people that don't hit me. He refused to hit me, so I just put some pain on him. So he got arm bar torture to learn not to do that. And then his boy came out and said, look, we're not going to hurt him. He's going to learn not to hit women here. And he didn't get broken, no bleeding, no broken bones. And so I got him to leave. I got him, and he regretted it. And then we let him go, and then moves on. Now, as a result of that policy, the women got attracted to a place where they felt safe. So the place was open 2 days a week. Pretty soon it was open 7 days a week because all the women came to one club in Detroit, the only club that would make you safe. Wow. So this club is now open 7 days a week. They act like it's the only club in the world. There were people. Do you remember that? There would be people like lined up down the street like there was. Snoop Dogg wasn't even in there. Right. You still on this side they would charge $50 to get in, $25 on this side. There's no entertainer inside. In the 90s. Yeah. A line would be hundreds of people deep. Yeah. And that's because the women were safe. So the moral story is this: when you protect the women, the men are going to come there anyway. Oh yeah. And they stopped. Eventually, over the years, they stopped fighting us. But at first, it was fights every night. Yeah. It was fight. They didn't bring up little cliques like 20, 30 dudes would come up. Right. We have to fight gangs, groups.
So you was prepared every week.
Everyone got better and better. Yeah, we never lost, but we would get bloody. And so in time, as our skills improved, right? We train every day though. So my guys will be training from 6 p.m. to 9 or 10 o'clock based on what shift they go, either 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night. But imagine training 3 to 4 hours per day, 7 days a week.
Crazy.
Not only are you sober, because you can't stay unsober for 3 to 4 hours,
Right.
but you've been training for takedowns for 3 to 4 hours every day.
So you ready?
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden you are excited about conflict because you are ready to use your skills. Gun disarms, knife disarms, takedowns, all day for hours, every single day, 7 days a week. So people were excited, man. So then our skills got known because now you get a chance to see skill set. You get to see dudes actually use these takedowns, these chokeouts. And our chokeholds would have them sleep within 3 to 5 seconds. So you don't want standing chokes, dudes. They're standing up, we spin them, put them in chokehold, bang, out 3 to 5 seconds.
Right.
Now the problem with that is you have a bunch of koozie sweaters outside, dudes in koozie sweaters laying around, sleep. And that's not, the koozie sweater pop. Right? So, like, man, and if any of those guys don't wake up, my life's in danger. My livelihood, my freedom, my future. So I created another way of doing it, which is a face crush, which is where you don't actually put them to sleep, you keep them alive, you keep them awake. You crush across their face, clubs them in, walk them backwards, and now they don't go to sleep. And now we don't have people sleeping out front, which looks a lot better.
So you put somebody.
One time we had a bunch of people sleep out in front of Red Rocket. We were just known every day there'd be people sleep out front. Every day.
So you said a key thing right here.
Kind of way.
You put somebody in them hole and they may have a medical condition and don't wake up. That's your ass.
That's it. That's right.
That's your ass.
So you got to be careful, man. I mean, that's why even our training took into account when you would put the chokehold on, right? But also when you would take it off. That's why nobody ever got taken away in an ambulance in our shift. No one ever didn't wake up.
So is that an iPhone? What is that? I've been
This
seeing
is-
did Apple make you a private thing? Like
This is from the future.
What the hell?
Oh, shiitake mushroom.
What is
I
this?
just traveled to the
What is
future.
What
It's
is
an iPhone wristwatch for the future.
Wow.
It'll come out in about 10 years.
Let's say 2051, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So many years from now, you'll be able to get this.
What?
But you gotta travel. You gotta travel in the future to get it.
I don't have nothing combative to say to this dude.
I ain't saying
I ain't
This
saying
is-
nothing. I got
seriously,
you.
this is actually a phone.
Really?
Yep. It's actually waterproof. It has video, everything. In the phone.
Do something. Let me see if this.
He said do something.
Do something.
So this thing goes underwater, and it has all the features you would have, steps, everything.
I'm
right?
done. with
Heartbeat.
it. I'm done.
Yep. It does everything.
You destroyed me.
Yeah. Then
I thought you was gonna be smooth. Like, yeah, when you come to the shop, I'll show you. Well, I thought you was gonna, but you destroyed me. You showed the footage.
yeah. Then
Damn.
you can actually use it. It's got camera.
Fancy.
Oh, look, you on camera.
You're on camera. You're on camera.
What up, though?
What up, dog? Damn.
And this is
Wow.
this
It was
is
in the
yours.
future.
You said chicken Alfredo. I surely hope that you enjoy this. This is my daughter. She's a chef. I just like to cook with love and feed everybody. Make sure their stomachs is filled. But I used her recipe for the Alfredo sauce, and I know you're gonna enjoy it.
Yes, looks great. Thank you.
So, Wok Chicken Alfredo. I asked you, what's your favorite food? Talk to me about Wok Chicken Alfredo.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
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 I just want to hear. Was it a special? Was it a special story behind it?
No, I really just really like it.
Let's see what you think
Probably
about
should.
this. Let's see what you think about it. Oh,
I Keisha-fied it, but I'm just saying. Oh shit! I'm gonna tell y'all something. I gotta let y'all know. I'm about to make the damn bread. I have bread knots, but I didn't make them.
We don't need them.
You don't need them?
No.
I know how big one gonna eat it anyway.
Yeah, we don't need it.
so Keisha, this was made from scratch.
This was made from scratch.
Mm.
That's for you, sir.
I wanna
Very
Right.
good.
I wanna
Very
know what I
good.
think about
Yes.
it.
It's
Very
butter.
smart.
It's butter, flour.
Don't tell them the recipe.
Okay, I won't tell them. I just try to be transparent.
We
Listen.
just transparent. It's Alfredo.
It's Alfredo sauce,
I
but I'm
promise.
saying the main ingredient is the love. I swear to God, it's the love, because the love, it just makes everything better. It's genuine. That's all I'm saying. You know.
It is really good.
Really good.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yay!
It's delicious.
Man, my boy Hot Mix put me up on them chicken thighs, man.
Mm-hmm.
For
So
years, everybody
since
chicken
that
breast,
only
chicken
pork
breast,
is
chicken breast.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that chicken thigh got some flavor in
When
that
I ate
bitch.
chicken, I ate chicken breast. I don't like dark meat.
Mm.
So chicken breast was always appealing to me. However,
It's healthier.
the men, they like them thighs.
So wait.
Yes.
So
This what you're eating is chicken thighs. The darker the meat is more flavor.
no, I know that.
Okay.
So people really prefer the thighs over the breast.
Well,
No.
not necessarily. These men do.
Mm.
At least these two. They like them thighs. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't do anything to them. It was super simple. When I'm using chicken in a recipe, I only do like salt and pepper. That's it. I didn't even do butter.
Mm. I wanna
So
play
there's
this-
no salt added nowhere in here.
That's good.
So Adele smacking it down. I want to play this clip right quick.
Go ahead,
Because, man, you are starting to influence the world around here, man.
Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to defend yourself if your mom ever comes swinging at you with a sandal. This right here is my brother. He's going to be playing my mom. So let's say you did something wrong, right? And she swings at you. Pop. Now you have wrist control. What you want to do now is move the trajectory of the sandal away from your face and then pivot inward. From here, you can either break her arm. What I like to do is turn it around. Pop. Now she's disarmed and you have full control. Hey! Show me. Okay, guys, this is my actual mom. Let's do this one more time. So let's say she swings at you, right?
So, man, when you see videos like that, man, what goes through your head when you see shit like
Hey, people having fun, man. As long as they're having fun, it's good. As long as they don't think it's real. So as long as they don't think fun is real, that fun is real.
that? Right.
Because the difference between us and any other school is that unlike these different sports schools and martial arts schools, we use our training in real life. So I taught over 3,500 men and women how to use these skills. I use people off the streets of Detroit, and they use the training to protect people in real life.
Right.
Now, no one else does that. There's no martial arts schools, there's MMA schools. None of them are going to take their students and go out and protect the community. And that's what we do. And we still do it to this very day. So the reason I was late today is I'm protecting the community today. I love the community. And so when...
Didn't nobody know you was late?
they didn't know. But this is real. So real life for us is that we actually really protect people in real life. And the people online that are talking trash are people that would never, ever try to go protect people in Brazil or in Chicago, LA, Detroit, anywhere else. And they won't come visit Detroit. They're scared to death. But they'll talk trash on the internet all day. I'm like, well, come to Detroit. Come see. Let's see what happens. Don't use your skills here. See what happens to you. No, I can't do that.
You went to Chicago? I'm sorry, LA.
Yeah, we'll go anywhere.
And,
Anybody's people they help.
How was it hooking up with Snoop Dogg?
Great.
Yeah, in L.A. Okay. And you saw him in L.A. Where? Who was he with in L.A. when you
It
saw
was
him?
some fake cop. Like,
Was he an actor or something?
He took him down. He took him down.
I was with a real cop at LAPD.
He was a real
No.
cop?
There's two at once.
Okay.
So there's LAPD cop that's at the police academy.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting basketball. It's called the trick shot cop.
Okay. No, it was the other one.
And then there was another cop.
Yeah.
And then that was fake cop.
He was on the street. Yeah, because you was like, next time, call a real cop. I was like, damn. I was like, damn. Because he took him down. He was like, wait. Like, oh, my God.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. You know, there's nothing wrong with having fun. You know, I try to keep comedy a part of the actual program. So I used to use comedy on thugs in the street too.
So how did Snoop reach out to you? How did that come about?
He wanted somebody in LA that we got connected with, knows him well, FaceTimed him and said, "Hey, this is the dude you were making fun of," because Snoop Dogg was making fun of me.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Oh." So I said, "Hey, let me come to your compound and show you the gun disarms in person." He was like, "Yes, let me come by." So went to his compound. Spent like 4 hours there
with Snoop.
Yep, doing tactics.
He was shocked, wasn't he? That you knew your
totally
shit.
shocked.
Yeah, he thought you
totally
was a joke.
like, man, I can't believe this is real. He's like, this is incredible. The training is real. He said, we need to do a TV show.
Was he high? Was he high
I
though?
don't think he's just normal.
Normal.
But
That mean a half an ounce.
Right.
It was normal.
In his system, but
Yeah, man. You know what? People don't realize that he's super business oriented. That guy's up. He's up. Snoop Dogg is about business.
Yeah, he's
like
a genius.
20 hours a day. He's
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Sun up to sundown.
NFTs, all that.
Yes, he's up on it.
Yeah.
He doesn't sit there. He's doing business all day. Very serious professional. So his persona is, party guy, blah, blah, blah. But
That's
really,
what's selling him.
he's a business guy that does party.
Yeah.
He's a business guy first. He's super motivated, professional business guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So here's another video clip I want to play for you, man. You tell me
gun
what
to
you
the
think.
rear of your head. Pin here to the column, drive away. It'll peel out.
I met that guy. He's a comedian.
He's a comedian, huh?
Yeah, these comedians.
Man, I knew that shit wasn't gonna work. Damn, bro. Damn, that was a girl.
He got millions of hits.
Got you a ginger beer here for you, man. You told me you like that ginger beer, non-alcoholic. We got it here for you. So, man, when you see people do that and they just like in heaven because they try to say that it didn't work, what do you think about that?
It's funny.
It's funny?
Fun, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're having fun. I'm having fun. So
Okay. All right. Because once again, they fly you out like Snoop. You will show them
right.
how real it is, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we invite them to school all the time.
Yeah. So I want to come out of school like middle of next week. We want to do a couple little tactics with you, and we want to rerun it on the show for next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we're gonna pick a day this week. We're gonna come up there. So I see you got all the guns in there. Do you have a gun range in there?
No.
Damn, why not?
No, we don't need gun range.
No. Why you got the guns in there?
So you learn how to take guns from people mainly. That's me.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So our goal is to show you how not to kill people.
Okay.
Specifically.
Okay.
And not get killed.
Like, did you hear the
Right.
whole beginning part?
Yeah, but you know, you can have some tactics with the gun. You can
Oh, we
show us
definitely
something new, like
Oh yeah.
you don't
real
shoot
tactics.
but you
them,
said why?
but you shoot near them
That
and
would be
make them
brand.
fall.
That would be brandish.
You don't
That's
shoot
illegal.
them, but you shoot near them.
Yeah,
That's
You
you
can
know,
chime in
That's
at any
illegal.
moment.
this is a unique guy.
No,
He might
no.
have,
Attempted murder.
he
You
might
can't
have
do that.
something new. No.
He's teaching you not to do that.
No.
He trying to save you the lawyer fees.
Man.
So let's talk about BUST. Break it down and break down your center and let the people know what's going on over there.
So Detroit Original Training is the school I created from what we learned in force on force conflicts over the last 26 years.
Okay.
It's a pure school. So Detroit Threat Management Center, the parent company, that's the training system, the training center. It's both education first. So we're school first, community service second. So you take the education you use to help the community. And then it's a protective service organization. So that's how we pay for everything. So all my money is sweat equity driven. So I create safety safely, and I have that money that I use to create more business opportunities. But it comes from education. Without the education, there's nothing.
Nothing, right.
Right. And so I started with a dog and a rifle, and on the east side of Detroit by Holcomb, Agnes, East Jefferson.
Oh yeah.
Which they call Crack Alley.
Craig Alley.
There was a murder every month, usually females. And then there was home invasions all day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
How far was Job Corps from there?
About a mile down.
Job Corps about a mile down. Okay. Okay.
So this is right across Jeffersonian.
Okay. Oh yeah.
The mayor's place is down maybe Catty Corner.
Yeah.
About 500 yards from there.
Okay.
And in this area, pure hell. And it was pure hell because no one would protect the people.
By the mayor's house?
Yeah, across Jefferson.
Right across
The
Jefferson?
whole thing, the whole area. The whole area was off the hook.
Wow.
Home invasions, murders, gang rapes, everything.
Dang.
This was
Jeffersonia,
this
where Little
was
Butch was at.
before Kwame.
Yes, but probably still going on now.
Now,
To a certain degree, certain areas over there still got to be really active. Where
Still.
I was, they called it Crack Alley was the most transient area. So it was 10 buildings in one square block, and 90% of the people were just families, regular people, senior citizens, and families. Half the people were just working class, just trying to work their way up in life. The other half were people that were unable to work or welfare, just trying to survive. So a lot of poor people, working class people, and the senior citizens, right?
yeah, but poor people are not equivalent to bad people.
That's correct.
Poor people are just poor people.
Correct. And that's 90% of the people there.
Yeah.
Now, those bad people there, those 10%.
Mm-hmm.
And those bad percent, the 50% of those bad people weren't violent.
Mm-hmm.
They were bad, but they're not violent. They're going to hurt you. They'll take your stuff.
They'll take your shit, but they're not going to kill you.
Right. So it's really a small group of people of maybe 20 to 30 men and maybe 10, 15 women that are violent, vile individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And these people will rape you, rob you, murder you, even after you give them your money, give them your friends, one of them still kill you.
Yeah.
They're just terrible people.
Wow.
And in this one square block, there's, probably around 50 people that are making it hell for everybody who lives there.
Wow.
So 50 people out of 500 people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? These are families just living, man. Just want to live. And so the police will not prevent their victimization, but they will come by sometimes and prosecute if they can.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Wow.
And so what stopped me, what changed me was,
man,
what made me go to the hood to start teaching was the girl get chased off the bridge. What made me switch to focus on protection was a little girl got attacked. Another girl got attacked situation. She got attacked at the corner of Holcomb and East Jefferson. And the police, the day before, a sergeant that just told me that he better not hear about me doing anything to stop anything, to get involved in anything. Or he's going to come to my house and he's going to take my guns. And I was like, wait, you're mad at me for helping the community?
I'm helping, yeah.
I said, why can't we work together, Sergeant? Why can't the families right now look out their window and see us getting along and see that when I say, don't homicide these people, the police will come here and we will protect the people.
Right, that
why can't we work
there's
together?
camaraderie,
Right.
He
said, we don't need your help. I said, well, actually, I'm not here to help you. I'm here to help them.
Help them, yeah.
I'm saying, why can't you help me help them? Why can't we work together?
Exactly, yeah.
You're confused. I'm not here for you. I mean, I know you feel good about you, but I'm talking about the families. These are people I care about. Okay, I live on Jefferson right here in this building. I hear their screams.
Yeah.
I call the police so much that the 911 operators know my name. They're like, Dale, is that you? I'm like, yes, it's me. You know me. I call yesterday when people screaming. I call earlier today, right?
That's
People
crazy.
screaming for help. People gunshots every day. And so now the next day, the reason why this happened is because a woman and baby got shot in front of this building. This is 1130 Holcomb, which is right off the corner. There's a Chinese food restaurant right there. There's a laundromat, a liquor store right in the corner. I get called by some people in the neighborhood, by the community members. They're like, the woman and baby got shot from the building. I get over there. I find the shells underneath the certain window. And I let the police know that I respond. They were already there when I got there in this particular case, right? I was somewhere else in Detroit. I came there. Police were there. And a woman and baby just got taken away. They were shot in this car out in front of the building. So I went to the, I was standing there and I see the shells of this window, and they're 12 gauge shells. And I know these shells. I disarmed this guy in this building, and these are the shells he had in this shotgun. And he worked in the building. He was a maintenance guy. He's also the weed guy. And the girl that just got attacked in the building in front of her children had a gun put in her mouth, pinned her head to the stairs and kicked her between her legs in front of her children, who were screaming for about 10-20 minutes. And the people in the building were screaming, "Let her go! Stop it!" And she had her head pinned to with the gun in her mouth, pinned into the stairs, and just kept kicking her between her legs while her two children were screaming, trying to get their mom free. And so the manager comes over the building to help her with his 12 gauge shotgun. The guy runs downstairs when he hears him coming up the stairs on this other part of the building. He comes down, runs out the front door. The guy with the shotgun, the weed man who's coming to help the girl he's giving weed to in exchange for sex, he comes out, and that's why her boyfriend's mad, because he found out she's having sex
with this
guy.
weed man. Yeah.
Right. So he comes out of the window to avenge her, because he just heard the door 3 floors down, heard the door come open. All of a sudden, the car starts up. So he's like, oh, he's jumped in the car. So he starts shooting into the car, right? 3 rounds.
So he wound up killing the girl
Didn't
and
kill
the
her,
baby.
wounded her,
Okay.
and the baby. So she was holding her infant baby, waiting for Chinese food. And
Old Jefferson.
Yes.
That place. I know
Yeah.
exactly where it's
So the
at.
shells come in and spray her and spray the baby. Baby's arm almost comes off. Face is ripped up. And the guys in the Chinese restaurant, they come out, 3 dudes. They come out with napkins and start giving her first aid, giving the baby first aid. That's when I got there, right at that moment. And then the ambulance got there into it. And so I'm listening to them give the statements, right? The men, they're like, yeah, we just heard them screaming and came out. And these are 3 guys at the Chinese food restaurant that don't know anything other than that, right?
Right.
They're not together. They're not together.
Yeah.
They have individual families at the Chinese place waiting for their food orders to come up. Okay. And they don't know each other.
Right.
So the cop, the lieutenant, African American guy, he says, all right, I know these Negroes know something. So put him in the car, put him in the car. Talking about the heroes.
Right.
And I was like, wait, you gonna grab the heroes? They're like, man, we ain't do nothing. We didn't. They start screaming, right? Like, I didn't do nothing. They tackle them, handcuff them. These are the guys
They're trying to help
They
her and the
did help.
baby.
They physically gave first aid to the baby and the woman. Okay.
Wow.
This is why people in Detroit run.
Yep.
And I didn't understand this when I first came to Detroit. I was like, why are you running? You didn't do nothing wrong. Why are you running for the police?
Yeah.
Why are you not calling the police? Why are you not giving statements? Why are you not helping? This is why.
Yeah.
They literally took the heroes.
Yeah.
From their families. They're about to charge them.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So and I was there. So there's not theory.
Wow.
I'm physically
You saw
there.
it firsthand.
And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, there's no way you're going to tell me they just grabbed the heroes. Right? I was like, wait. This makes no sense. I said, listen. I said to the lieutenant, I said, listen, the shells are in the window. There's a guy up here named Keith. And we need to go up there. And he's probably got shotgun up there right now. So he's like, who? Keith who? And I was like, Keith. So we go in the building. The guy comes up. He goes, where's Keith? The guy goes, I'm Keith. And he goes, not you, other Keith. And don't ask me how this officer knew that wasn't the Keith. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, that Keith. So this Keith really wasn't Keith. Said, oh, that Keith. That's deep in it. The officer knew that. So they go upstairs, and this blonde female comes out with a baby. That's weird, huh? That blonde female comes out there. She looks like Jessica Simpson. Right? Totally out of place in the hood in there. There's exactly 0.0 other blondes in this area and 0.0 blondes with babies in this area. So African American female officer says, what are you doing here? She goes, what do you mean? I'm living here. She goes, what are you doing with that baby? What are you doing here? She goes, nothing. I'm just living here. So I know it's weird, like part of the story, right?
Yeah.
So the blonde female walks by and I'm like, oh, she's really pretty. So I think this African American female officer is harassing her because she's jealous or something.
Yeah.
She looked kind of like a dude. The female officer kind of like a man.
Right.
And I was like, oh, she just mad, right? And I was like, what's this girl have to do with shooting a
anything?
baby?
Yeah.
And what is? I don't know why she's talking to her, right? So we go upstairs, and the officers are like, does anybody have handcuff keys or something? And then we find handcuff keys, and they're like, so we go to this one apartment. And then the female officer says, where is your baby? To the blonde girl. Walking by again. I was like, the blonde girl? What's with the blonde girl thing again? She goes, where's your baby? She goes, my baby's in my apartment. She goes, show me. I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Why is this officer focused on this woman and her baby instead of what we're there for, which is shooting?
Right.
Right? Why is she doing this right now? Right?
Matrix type
I was like, can we get back to what we're here for? The dude with a shotgun, look for Keith. He's a big dude with a shotgun. Right? So make a long story short, all of a sudden we're in here, like the dude officers I'm with, the males, they're like, well, whatever, she's talking about. They're ignoring her now. So they go in this room, and the guy's like, I don't know where Keith is. I don't know where Keith is. All of a sudden, the female officer says, show me your hands, show me your hands. They're screaming. The guy, Keith, that just shot Ben, was in her apartment, hiding under the table.
Yes. Okay. I get it.
Isn't that deep?
Yeah.
If she wouldn't have harassed her, she would never have caught the guy. He's hiding in a totally I didn't even know the girl.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
I would never put them together. Right?
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? And they caught him right there.
That's
crazy. And it turns out the woman and baby lived.
Good.
But it just shows that you have to work. No, by the way, I got those guys out of the car, so I got them to get. They did let those 3 men go.
The hero.
Because I made them go find the right key. So next thing you know, 3 guys get out of the cars, got to go to the church for food, and get to the families.
My question is, did the white lady with the baby know that Keith?
Yes, she knows him well.
Did.
Yes,
Got you. Okay.
He's the dope man. He's the weed man. At the time, when weed was illegal.
So she was the main bitch.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he just moved in there just now. Like he had a little harem of women in the building.
Wow.
He had the hookup.
Yeah, the hookup.
Yeah. But my point is that so the reason I tell you that story is because the next day, so that night, the next day, I got attacked. I got yelled at. I'm sorry, but that day, I got yelled at by that sergeant who said, you need to stay out of business over here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, I work here now. I got the contract in these buildings. He's like, no, you don't. And make a long story short, the next day I see a girl getting attacked, and I didn't do anything because I was threatened because it was on the streets
from the cops.
Right? Because the sergeant said, "Hey, don't do nothing." So I was like, "I want in trouble. Let me just call the police." I'll sit here, just call the police. So she gets attacked for like 45 minutes by women, by a bunch of women. The reason why the 14-year-old girl is getting attacked by 10 women is because one of their husbands. I didn't know there was lesbian gangs here. There's a lesbian gang.
Wow.
And one of the girls who has a husband, her husband wants to have sex with the 14-year-old girl. He's 30 years old, and so they want to attack her because her husband wants to have sex with her. So they surround her, they beat her, they got liquor bottles, sweet her head.
14 years old.
Yep, they take raid and spray in her face, give her chemical burns.
Raid. Oh.
Yes. So police get there 45 minutes after she goes to the hospital, and they're like, "Where's the girl at?" I said, "She's at the hospital. You guys can find out from the radio, right?" The cop goes, "No, our radios can't reach hospitals. We can't find nothing. So just tell her mom to take her to the hospital, take her to the police station tomorrow and make a report." I said, "You're not going to make a report right now. I'm a witness. I know all the women that did this because I know the apartments.
The area, yeah.
I know the apartments because I have the security for their building. They live in.
Yeah.
This happened on the street corner of Holcomb and East Jefferson. Broad daylight.
Damn.
I said, I'm gonna testify. I'm a witness, right? So let's just, so they said, well, we can't do anything. I said, wow, I thought police radios could reach hospitals. Well, I guess not. So if you rob a bank and you go to the hospital, they can't find you. So,
wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Shit, that was new to me.
Damn. So, because I'm like, why can't you just make a quick
Shit,
one?
even in the TV series, they can reach the hospital.
I'm sure they could then too. Okay. So, let me be clear. I'm quite sure the radio phone,
Like 911,
radio
you know what I'm
can
saying?
find what hospital the girl went to. But anyway, the next day the mom's like, well, my daughter's got in the hospital, so we're just going to chill. I said, well, we need to press charges. You need to be a good mother, and you need to press charges. She said, no, there's nothing going to happen. Police ain't going to do nothing. I said, that's not true. You need to do your part as a good mother. If you're a good mother, then you are going to press charges. I'm a witness. I know their name. I got the social security numbers. This is an open and shut case. We can prosecute them and show that we have justice in the hood. You don't have to call any cousins. You have to by drive-bys. None of that. Okay. She goes, but where are you from? Why you talk like that? And why do you think the police are gonna do something? I said, oh, I'm from Ann Arbor, but that's not the point where I'm from. Where I'm from is real life. And in real life, you go to the police, you make the police report, the police will do their job.
That's correct.
And she's like, no, they won't. They don't do nothing. I said, see, that's your attitude. Because people like you, we can't have justice. And if you want to be a good mother, you'll do this. She was like, the police don't do nothing. What is wrong with you? I was like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you be a good mother? Right? I'm yelling at her.
Right.
She said, well, I got to work. She goes, I got the money. I said, I got $20. I'll give you $20 to go. Which, by the way, was all the money I had to my name. So I didn't care. I was like so happy she agreed, right? I was like,
okay.
We're about to show that you can have safety in the hood.
Right, because you can't speak up for her.
Right.
If she doesn't.
Correct. I can be a witness to what happened to her.
Yeah.
Right. This is great.
Right.
We're about to have justice.
She's got to
We're about to show justice in the hood, following the society's rules. You just go to the police, work with the police, and then we can get this done. That's what I was told in Ann Arbor. If you work with the police, good things will happen. Right. The people in Detroit are not working with the police. They're ghetto and they're criminal. And that's my cousins. Most of my cousins live in Detroit, by the way. So I was like, really? My cousins seem like nice people. I didn't know they were criminals.
And ghetto.
Right, ghetto, right? But that's what they say.
Yeah.
Right? It's on the news every day. These people just simply work with us. They're not willing to testify. Oh, yes, they are. But here's the thing. You have to keep them alive. You see, you can't tell them to testify and then let them get killed.
That's correct.
There's no such thing as a crime witness. I created a crime witness protection program.
Okay.
So I protected families.
Okay.
For 26 years now. None of the families we protected have been killed.
I told you this man was a superhero.
And there's no money. There's no money. I don't get any money from the government. I don't get money from them. These are regular people. They don't have any money. I'm not taking their money from their worker job and have them starving for their own safety because someone wants to kill them. Right. We're not taking no money. So we're gonna sacrifice for this family We do not know. Just like you want someone to sacrifice for you if you were a kid there.
Right.
And
Good Samaritan.
That's
right. Good neighbor, man. If you want to, what would you want someone to do if that was you? If you were a kid, if that was your mom, your grandmother, your family.
Yeah.
Then that's what you should be doing for others, right?
And that's what I think.
And make a long story short, we went to the police station the next day. I walk in, I'm so proud. I'm like, wow, I'm about to show you can create safety. Man, working with the public, working with the police is about to be great.
Right.
Right?
And
I feel like you about to pull the rug from under me.
No, the good news, there was a black female sergeant. It's about the same age as her, which is great because, black people, they always do right by each other. They always look out for each other. Black, female, they always get along. And I was told that on Facebook. Yeah.
So it's got to be right.
So I'm walking out like, oh, it's a good thing it's not a redneck up there, right?
Right.
I got this African American female sergeant. She's up there. I was like, this is great. We're gonna walk up there. Ma'am, I'm security for the building, and here's a victim of violence. These people. She goes, oh, who is you? I said, ma'am, I'm security for the. Was you related to the victim? I said, no. You step away from my desk.
This the police officer.
Sergeant,
got you.
You step away from my desk. I was like, yes, ma'am. And so I looked at the lady, she looked at me, she was like, I told you.
Mm-hmm.
She looked at me with this attitude, like, I told you police don't help you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And I
looked at her, I was like, no, she's going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm not related to you, so I'm not supposed to speak right now. Okay? Ma'am, I'm a witness. I sat back up. I said, ma'am, okay. So now she looks at the little girl. The little girl starts crying. The little girl's wrapped up like a mummy. Her face is all wrapped up. It's got a little place where she can see and a little piece where she can breathe. And she's crying. So now Sergeant looks at her and goes, what you crying for? She was like, I can't hear you. Now she's bawling. Now the mother looks at me and she's like, I told you.
But that's just a kid.
Now she's yelling at the mother. She goes, get over there and sit down. I'll write the report. Sit down over there. And now they're like, can we just go? No, sit down. Now they're like hostages. They feel hostages. They feel terrified. They're scared. They're crying. And they're looking at me. And I realized on that day that I just humiliated his family by making them go make a police report.
Right.
And I let the girl get attacked because the police told me not to interfere.
Right.
That was the last day I let anyone or anything stop me from protecting anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Any jurisdiction, no city, no state, no country can stop me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, none. When I went to Hurricane Katrina, I called CERT, the federal program. I said, hey, people need water down there. Can we go down there with your blessing? Because I'm a CERT trainer, federal program, blah, blah, FEMA program.
Right.
I said, we're going to go down there. He was like, absolutely not. Under no conditions should you go. I said, clear, on my way.
Mm-hmm.
Got my men. We went down to Hurricane Katrina that first weekend. When you first saw people weren't getting water, we went down. We made the plan Friday, got our stuff, all of our equipment on Saturday.
Amazing.
And this volunteer mission, I paid for it. My men paid for it. We sacrificed. There was no money.
Yeah.
I spent every dollar I had
to my name
to go down there and bring stuff for the families.
That's superhero shit.
We went down there. They thought we were in charge because I have a multi-ethnic cultural program.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the guy in my driver's seat of my brand new Hummer, looked like a skinhead. They love that. They were like, "Where you going? Where you from?" Detroit, Manchester. They were like, "Go right in."
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
I hear you.
And then we have different ethnic groups. Everybody's working together, right?
Yeah.
Took 2 boats down there. Took a 15-passenger van.
Right.
And we made it. We went out with it. We ended up going out with the Navy and going out with the sheriffs to go out in the neighborhoods, going house to house, literally flooded houses, going over bodies. Because that first weekend, the water was like 5, well, just above your door, but just above the roof of doors.
That's
crazy. Roof of just above the roof of cars. So that's how deep the water was.
Damn, y'all was down there.
Yeah, man. But my point is that in order for you to protect, the most important thing you have to have is not guns, not knives, not a bunch of fighting. Really got to love people to protect people. And remember that violence is the enemy of humanity. Literally and figuratively, violence is your enemy. There is no saying as rights as violence, right? We feel like it is watching TV and movies and Americana, you did this to me and now I kill you, right? People that try to kill me, people that try to stab me, shoot me, I ran into them years later and I was able to create positive communication with them.
No shit.
Yeah, there's no need for that violence, man. There's that idea that violence has to be met with violence is not true. Okay, it's not. In the immediate, to save my life, I might have to be violent. But guess what? if I have enough skill, I can actually stop that violence.
Mhm.
Right? I can even stop that. I don't have to kill this guy.
Mhm.
That's what our training centers on. How you can learn what we did to stop the killing.
So do you do like children?
We train children as well. So if you go to our if you Google on YouTube, Detroit Threat Management Center, youth program, kids program, survival scouts. That's the name of my kids program. It's like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, but you train together. Instead of us teaching you how to deal with a broken leg, we teach you how to deal with gunshot wounds. Instead of teaching you how to start a fire, because you learn in Boy Scouts how to make fire, we teach you how to put fires out, spraying the base of the fire with the fire extinguisher. Instead of you learning how to shoot guns, which is part of, by the way, Boy Scouts, we teach you how to disarm guns. Right? So your survival training also includes business. So you learn how to shake hands. It's the first thing you learn in our kids program. How are you, sir? My name is John Smith.
Yes.
Firm handshake, eye contact, introduce yourself with first and last name. That's your first tactic. Now you learn how to project strength, how to project that you believe in yourself, and how to project that you respect someone. Not only will that stop violence, right? Avoidable violence, but it'll make it so you can create conditions where you can have good employment. Because you know how to project that. The next thing people will want to hire you because you project your confidence and your professionalism, and you're just a kid.
Right.
Your first job, you go in there and introduce yourself properly. They're going to want to hire you.
Right.
And so that's our thing is that we're training
everything.
Yes, man. When you train kids, train adults. A lot of guys that train for prison, man. The first time they, my first group of guys back in the day and females on the east side, a lot of those volunteers I got free apartments for with the building owners. So what I did was I went to the building owners and said, we need to stop these home invasion murders. They were like, well, we can't. I said, well, let me do it legally. Give me the rights. Give me security position. Give me $2,000 a month. Make my apartment free. Give me a free office to train people out of because I have no money and I'm starving to death. I work for you 40 hours a week. I get paid $4.50 an hour when minimum wage is $5.15 an hour.
Horrible.
And I don't get any overtime. And I spend like 80 hours a week helping people. I only get paid 40. So I'm literally starving to death. I can't afford the rent, right? He's about to evict me when I come with this great plan, right? Which is I can help the community. Can you help me help the community?
Right.
Yeah.
And in return,
help everybody.
Yes. And he said no.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He was like, no, we're not going to help you do nothing.
Wow.
How can I help you do something with the community, right?
Yeah.
When I've been owning these buildings for 30 years, got super rich. The building I live in is 17 stories. It's a Keene building right in the corner.
Right.
And then the next door is Hibbert. He owns all those, and he owns 10 buildings around the building. So he says, what can you do the police department can't do? What can you do the entire police department has never been able to do for me for the past 30 years I own these buildings? I said, that is a good point. I have no idea. But legally, I need to have the rights to protect the buildings from the thug animals. The thug animals are not criminals that take things from you. Thug animals are people that would take your life after you give them your wallet, after you give them your car. That's the kind of guys these were. So you can do everything. These girls would let themselves get raped, and the guy would still kill them.
Horrible. And
Okay,
they're out there.
that's the kind of guys I'm talking about. These are actual thug animals. They don't care about compliance. They're not poor people that want that watch. They take the watch, you give it to them, they shoot you and just drop the watch. They don't want the watch. The watch was an excuse to create conversation. To see if they can get you to capitulate. What I did is I caught pain sharing a lot. What I did was I interviewed a lot of them, and I found out a lot of them were suffering as kids.
Right.
And now they want to make sure as an adult that other people suffer.
Yeah.
That makes them feel better. That's all. It's not about the money. There's no correlation between poverty and crime. None.
Yeah.
Remember that. There's a place called Leavenworth, which is a prison that's just for soldiers. And every one of them had 100% employment when they got arrested. 100% employed.
Wow.
And they all went to prison. The prison's full of people. Yeah. There's no such thing. There's no correlation between poverty and criminality. Right? So when people do criminality in the suburbs where I'm from, like a stolen car, where I'm from in Ann Arbor, a stolen car is called joyriding.
Yeah.
In Detroit, if you're just riding in the car, you don't stole it, just riding in it. It's stolen. They call you that's Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft.
You're in possession, even though you're just in the back seat.
Grand Theft.
Even though the guy stole it from his aunt, they still give you a felony. In Detroit, in Ann Arbor, you're the one who stole the car. You're like, well, I just drive around. My parents, they grounded me, so I took the car. They will give that kid a ride home, or no court dates, she's got to pay for the damage to the car.
Mm-hmm.
And my point is that we need to look at people as people. So look at everyone as your human family. Treat people the way you want your family treated, and that's how you stop the violence and the criminality, and stop labeling people in ways that don't make sense, right? So you can't say these are criminals that are defending themselves at gas stations. Those are citizens. Those are people that want to survive. It's not senseless violence. It's sensible for them to use violence to protect themselves. So when remember this, when you guys have a gun, one of the most important things to do is remember to put that gun down before the police get there. Are good Samaritans, right? So this just happened. Someone just got killed.
Even if you're legal to carry.
So, but quickly,
Put
doesn't
that
matter.
shit down.
Police officers get killed all the time when they're off duty. Pull their gun out, and police officers arrive, and they got their gun out because they're dealing with a situation. Police officers get there, see the police officer off duty with the gun, and now they shoot and kill them. So it's not just civilians getting killed, but a lot of civilians are getting killed this way.
Wow.
And one of the first things I do is train people to have the psychological ability to make better decisions. So here's what I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to give you one.
Please.
All right. So you see a woman being held by her throat against a wall in the park or against a tree. What's a positive reason? What's a neutral reason? What's a negative reason that's happening? So start with the negative is criminal, right? What's a positive reason, a neutral reason a woman's being held by her throat against a wall?
I don't see none.
What do you think? Positive reason.
That she's being held by her neck.
Yep, against a wall. Yep, or a tree in the park.
Was a positive reason?
I don't see a reason.
I don't see any reason at all.
Okay.
Unless she having
hurting herself or something. I don't know.
Okay. She's stopping her from hurting herself.
Right.
What do you
That's
say?
a good one.
I don't see nothing positive in that unless she's just want to have a wild night or something.
Okay, wild sex.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if it's a husband and wife, or boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's wild sex, you come over there and you hit the guy in the head or you shoot him.
Now you going to jail.
Damn, you
It ain't your
right.
business. That happens
actually
in the
happens all
alley
the time.
somewhere. or something.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. You said it was what'd you say? It was,
Stopping them from hurting
yeah.
themselves.
So it could be
People
what?
do-
Could be she's swallowing some pills.
Like
and
some
this-
autism
right.
type stuff.
Or autism, right? Slamming her head against the wall. So it looks like to you he's choking, right? He's really holding her head, bracing because she smashed her head during a seizure or something.
Yeah.
Right? But you it looks like they're holding the neck. But they're really just trying to
And
keep
you
them
pop
from.
his head off, you done.
Right. And that's what happens every day. So people run up and they're like, I didn't even mean to, but I thought he was hurting her. And, she doesn't
That's
see it that
on
way.
you.
Can't prove
Right.
it.
It happens
Yeah.
all the time.
That's
So that's why you want to look at things. We call it the discernment triad.
Yeah.
Always look at everything from positive, neutral, negative. Don't assume it's negative. It could be, but also be neutral, meaning it's not positive or negative. So example of not thinking it's not positive or negative is self-defense class. She is an actress. She's like, I'm gonna show you the role I got. It's where I'm getting choked in the park, right? Or she's a self-defense instructor. She's like, here, grab my throat. I'm gonna show you what I do, right? Now you run up like, oh my God, he's grabbing a girl by her throat.
Yeah.
And now you just committed a felony
Man.
because you thought you were rescuing the girl.
Yeah.
She's a self-defense instructor. She doesn't need you rescuing her,
Yeah.
right? So you have to do that. Right now, we don't do that. So what do? You see something, you take action. Like, oh my God, look, he's chasing her. You don't know he's chasing her because she's going to go kill herself. That's her. That's her brother. That's her.
Trying to help.
That's her. Right. That's her caretaker. That's
Yeah.
her medical caretaker. Just
Yeah.
screaming, "Help me!" But you got to go over there. You still got to go over there. Doesn't mean you just ignore it.
Right.
It means you go over there with the idea this could be a positive, neutral, or negative thing. Don't all make it assume it's negative.
Go observe.
Right. Well, go over there and stop the situation, but you don't go over there with the idea that he's automatically a bad guy because he's winning the fight. He's winning the fight. He's beating this guy down. Right.
Yeah.
You run over there and take him down. Guess what you find out? He was attacking him.
Yeah.
He now wins.
Yeah.
Now you come over and grab him. He gets up. Now it's you and him attacking a good guy.
Yeah.
You just did that because you thought he was a bad guy because he was winning.
Right.
He's
Now
a
your
robbery
ass
victim.
in
He's
trouble.
a robbery victim.
Right.
Happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
Every
And all you hear is
day.
guy at the club shot 4 men. Then a good Samaritan came up and shot the shooter, active shooter. And the active shooter takes his loaded gun and puts it down and says, please don't shoot me again. Who is he? He shot 4 unarmed people because they were what? Rushing him to attack him. He shoots them. He's a good guy. He's protecting himself. Then the other guy comes up like, no, he's an active shooter. He just shot 4 people.
Right. Right.
Police do it. Civilians do it all the time. So
All the time.
that's the most important thing we teach here. Psychology. The second thing is law. The third thing is the skills.
That's commendable, sir.
Psychology is the most important thing.
I still
Knowing
think you're
yourself and
related
others.
to me some kind of way.
North Cross. If you know anybody's last name North Cross, that's my family name. My family's the first family to open a privately owned African American hospital in history of Detroit.
No, stop.
My great grandmother was the first African American female doctor in the state of Michigan.
No,
Wow.
And the reason why they came here is the Klan told them that they're not going to be able to run a hospital in Alabama. And if they don't leave, they're going to be killed tomorrow. So they came to Detroit, opened the first privately owned African American hospital.
Incredible.
It's called Mercy General.
Oh, yeah.
And then my great grandfather was murdered by a worker that he sold the hand on of. And then he was murdered in front of my grandfather, who was also a doctor, but he was a kid at the time, he was 12. And he was murdered after my grandfather had been ransomed, abducted and ransomed.
Terrible.
And then he paid out, got my grandfather back, and then his ex-employee killed him.
Man.
And so violence and success are both part of my life here in Detroit for my family.
Man, we gotta have you back on
I
here, man.
swear, 'cause
You got
he
too much knowledge
full
for
of
one show.
stuff up here.
So we're gonna try to check back in with you, man, in a few months. How you come back, man?
Great.
And
Come to our facility. Come to my training center. Let's make that a trip.
I'm
Guys, come on
coming
out.
this week. I'm coming this week.
Yes.
And we're
let's
gonna
do
get
it.
some footage to rerun next
Absolutely.
week and let the people see that you're the real deal.
We actually
You
do
know
gun
what I'm saying?
disarms, knife disarms, everything.
I want to make sure they. No, he got where you can make somebody
right,
open
that's
their
cool.
hand.
So watch this. Your hand, make I'll show you this
I'm
right
just saying, you make
here. Hands close your hand, close your hand.
Okay.
So open this hand, make it tight. So if I try to open this hand, make it tight,
Tight.
harder.
Yeah, he about to
I
fuck
can't
you up.
open it
though.
up. If I come right here,
Why?
Yo, you
Look.
got
You said no, you come
make
here.
it tight.
Go away.
If we come right here, it opens right up.
Fuck that.
Like this.
Damn. I knew it was something coming up.
He-
That bitch.
Come right through. So that's how you get their hands off the clothing, off of someone's hair.
shit.
Woo!
So that's how we don't end up
Damn.
knocking the girl down.
You gotta
Then
feel
he's
that pressure.
holding your hair
I
with the other
feel-
girl.
I see.
Pulling
Look.
her.
Oh,
Open the
shit.
hand up. So simple techniques.
Real deal. I'm just saying. So what's with? Look, he doing it.
He doing it? You doing it?
The eyebrow is important. It lets them know I see you.
Yes.
It accentuates the fact that you see you. Now this right here is called steepling. You'll see the hands are like this. Thousands of people across America have to hold their hands like this now to be in picture with me. That's to make sure they're not doing gang signs. And to make sure they don't do this right here, go behind my head, right? But also, this stands for steepling. Steepling keeps your hands in the middle of your body, keeps you able to defend yourself, right? So your hands are here, so it doesn't look threatening. So if I'm standing like this, someone's filming, it doesn't look like I'm like this.
Right.
Like, man, put your hands on me, I'm gonna defend myself. It looks like what? I'm standing here, right?
Yeah.
But also, steepling is what you see world leaders use. That's good with the crazy eye. That's good.
Yeah.
Right there. No one's walking up on that. If they see that face,
What the?
look, if they see your face like that, you are good to go. I'm telling you. You can run up on a gang. Listen, if he runs up on a gang looking like that, they will walk away. They won't even shoot. They see that face, it's over. It's a wrap. Look, look. No, I promise they'll run. They're going to run so fast. They'll be like, man, you shoot him? I ain't shoot nothing. See that guy's face? Look at his eyeballs.
Look at his eyeballs.
Listen, let's see his eyeballs. It's a wrap.
No.
So your hands like this.
Girl, don't walk up on nobody like that, please.
Steepling right here. This means this projects psychologically. Projects. It's a hand gesture. It's used in business. World leaders use it. So international corporations, you'll see their executives all saying like this. You'll see world politicians stand like this. The country leaders, they stand like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's called steepling. Now it's gonna be synonymous with Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be like, you mean the Detroit hand movement? No. They're gonna start noticing all these world leaders all over Europe, all over the Americas, all like this. I think they got it from Detroit.
Yeah. Oh,
It's steepling. Steepling. Remember that? Steepling.
steepling.
Steepling. Like a steeple of a church. Steepling.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's coming back, y'all.
Detroit Metropolitan Training. Commander Brown. Commander
Too
Brown.
much knowledge. He got too much knowledge for us.
Commander Brown.
Commander Brown, y'all. Commander
You guys, you didn't talk
Brown.
about the earpiece. You didn't talk about the earpiece.
What about the earpiece? Tell me
This
about
is
the
called bone conduction. Bone conduction. It reads, it listens, vibrates off the bones of your head. Okay? So this is not in your ear. This is bone conduction. It's waterproof. You can hear underwater. You can hear your music. You can talk to people, even if you're underwater. But what it does, it makes sure your ear stays clear so people can't sneak up on you.
What?
Yes, bone conduction. This is not go in your ears. It stays
Bluetooth.
on the
That's not
bones.
no telephone.
On the bones, yes, it's right here. It connects to your phone, to your music, whatever you want it to, right? Bluetooth, but it doesn't go in your ear.
Wow.
So for safety, that's why I wear it, to make sure people know what we wear, but also you can wear it at home. You can buy bone conduction earpiece, which keeps you and your family safe.
Yes.
So everything that we share with you, like this watch has GPS tracking. Wherever this goes, not only can you see the heart rate of the person that's wearing it, but you can also find them. You can also communicate with them. With the camera.
Right.
This is a two-way video camera. On your wrist, it has its own telephone number. It has its own SIM card inside of it. It works in every country in the world.
Man, you're amazing.
So this is safety technology that's definitely can save you and your family. All of it.
We will be by the shop midweek.
Yes.
For sure.
All right, let's do it.
We coming. And on that note, you know who get the last word around here. The OG Ice-T is in this.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's Ice-T on the set, SVU, out here on location. I want you to do something for me. I want you to eat good. I want you to drink good. And I want you to keep talking shit. All right? Champ, my people. Real.